Alright, welcome back with the Count of Shadows. We're picking right up where we left off, as we had to leave off in the middle of speaking. We're just about to leave. Our ally has been thrown to the dirt and severely scarred. We've awoken to our persona. I did this joke in the last episode. We've woken up to our archetype, so, you know, we're hanging in.
The lad's out cold, but he'll live. We should be fine if we take a moment's rest here.
Oh, you're a sight for sore eyes, Grius. Just wish it were under better circumstances.
We're both alive, and you can't ask for much better in these parts. Sorry I couldn't join you in the fray. So, this is our newcomer, eh? How'd this boy manage to command power like that?
It's like nothing I've ever seen. Do you know anything about it?
I might. For now, the mission comes first.
Ah, right. I'd better just get straight to the message. Grius, you have a new mission. Avenge the king. And kill Luis Guillaburn.
Well, good. It's about damn time. Those scheming nobles haven't said so publicly, but every soldier knows it was nothing natural that killed the king. Damn that Luis. Couldn't stop at one royal, could he?
Wait, there's more. The prince is getting worse. We're running out of time. Here, look. I brought a treasure from the village. They called it a farsight mirror. You need to see the prince's condition for yourself.
His Highness won't last much longer. Those thorns are thick enough to claim him.
Luis cast the curse, so killing him is the only way to lift it. If we wait any longer, you're just gonna crown a new king.
Can somebody catch me up? I'll catch up the audience, I already know, but...
Can someone catch me up here?
Yes, that's exactly the tone you want when you're talking about mass murder.
About 15 years ago, a child enlisted in the army. But it wasn't his age that had people talking. It was his ruthless military genius. Hero to some, monster to others. Luis Guillaburn, a prodigal tactician and a master of Magla arts. Some said it was only a matter of time before he made general. The youngest the nations had.
Until he attacked the prince.
That night, when the prince's quarters were breached, it was no ordinary mage who cast that fatal curse. It was Luis Guillaburn himself. But the son's death wasn't enough for him. Now he's got the father's blood on his hands. And if that king-slaying fiend ends up on the throne, we're all doomed.
But when we were exploring the royal capital, there were a lot more Luis supporters than I expected. How can they still trust him after all that?
Luis is cunning. He left no evidence. Accuse him as you will, but the allegations wouldn't stick. All they could do was send him as far away as possible. A post in the middle of nowhere. Plenty of soldiers never believed the charges in the first place. When they look at him, they see a capable veteran unjustly made into the noble scapegoat. Most think the Royal Army was at its best when he was in charge. And in truth, it's hard to deny. Without him, we'd never have crushed the rebel uprising so quickly. Damn the man. But he's earned his titles. He's mastered the blade, magic, and he's clearly intelligent. To the masses who want change, he seems the savior they need.
If even you're that worried about him, this isn't going to be easy.
That's a hell of a mission. And I want in.
So that's your game, eh? Pretend to sleep, eavesdrop on the plan. You're a fool to give yourself away.
If you want my blood, then let your blade strike true. I'm not going to run. Not from you, and not from a chance to do what's right.
Look, Grius, he saved our lives back there. And it sounds like we could use the help. Seems like kind of a waste to kill him. Especially if he's volunteering.
And besides, there's two of us. We can just slit his throat if he messes
The
up.
boy's all but a stranger to you. Yet you risk your life to save him. Why?
I would live, fight, and die a noble, sir. To have done otherwise would betray my title, to say nothing of my heart.
I'm losing my edge. Make me regret this, and I will slay you where you stand.
You'll let him help us?
Right then. My life and sword are yours.
As far
We're
as the
already
rest of the
getting
world's
servants.
concerned, you perished in that castle. You'll find the job ahead will be easier for a dead man. Your lives are kept only by the blades in your hands, and you'll raise them at my command.
We have to.
Luis will also be at the royal funeral. If we're not back to the capital by then, we lose our chance at his head. But no main roads. That'll mean checkpoints and questions. We're bound for a different route. We'll cut through the abandoned mine up ahead to save us going the long way round. For tonight, see to your wounds. We'll leave at first light.
I do like the fact that we've jumped right into murder.
Feels like the mission is finally starting. Let's set up our camp then.
You think I'm being sarcastic with that, but it's not. Like, it's always been something that bothered me about RPGs.
We should finally be able to
Well,
get some rest.
a lot of games in general.
This your first deployment, boy. Thank your lucky stars you survived a brush with a human.
What the hell was that? It was like no beast I've ever seen.
No one truly knows. They're protected by Magla, so even the sharpest steel does little good against them. They're no simple beast. All we do know is with every passing year, more of their kind tear travelers apart. That was why I was first sent undercover here, investigating.
And? Did you learn anything?
Simmer down, boy. There wasn't a damn thing to be found in those monsters. Well, the moon's still low. If you've any other questions, now's the time.
I can't think of anything. Let's just go ahead and get to it.
Can't think of anything.
Come on, there's gotta be something. Whatever's on your mind.
Kingslayer or no, Luis has a lot of public favor behind him. To the people, he's the only man with the wit and war power to bring down humans. The military seems powerless to stop them, so he plays savior. The man's practically a monster himself. By your age, he was not only a master tactician, but damn near an archmage besides.
And the three of us alone are supposed to stop him.
We'll just have to blend in with the crowd at the funeral. I won't abide him surviving the ceremony. He will die by my hand.
Everyone dies when you stab him. Don't let the fact he has a title change that fact. A crown doesn't make you any more bulletproof. A fire should keep the really dangerous stuff away, I hope. Yeah, so yeah, like I said, don't worry about it. I'm actually very happy we're jumping straight into murder. I think I've mentioned this before, but like when you have a very powerful character and like they're faced with political problems, like you have to eventually ask the question why you don't just kill them, considering the fact you can, like, in a bunch of games, just wipe out small armies of monsters single-handedly. What's that power in you, I wonder? Seems to know something about it. Yeah, let's get some rest. Good, I'm pooped. I know what the power is. Everyone who's been watching the previews knows what the power is. I don't need it explained to me again. But, like, yeah, eventually speaking, you gotta wonder why you don't just handle words.
Can sleep? Guess I'm not surprised after what we just went through. Still, you've got to keep yourself rested to be at your best.
I'm not tired. I know.
I know.
I know.
I wanted to tell you, though. When a human attacked, I heard a strange voice. It told me my duty would be to guide you. What do you think it meant? I mean, I haven't exactly been much of a guide so far. All I told you was that we had to deliver our message, and that almost got you killed. I never expected it would be this dangerous, and it feels kind of like it's my fault.
I'm in a little danger. It's not your fault. It is kind of your fault. It is kind of your fault.
I mean, it is kind of your fault.
Wow! Way to twist the knife. Look, I can't fight with you, but as long as you're up against all this scary stuff, I'll try to help however I can. You've got something special, you know. I don't know what it is just yet, but I believe in you. Oh, hey, you know what insomnia is good for? Catching up on reading. If only our lives were anything like the world in your novel. It's just war after war here, with Magla arts fueling the flames. But it's a nice fantasy. Enjoy it while you can.
Believe me, you don't need magic to kill people in mass. I have awoken to my persona. I mean, my avatar. I mean, I'm gonna do this joke 100 times before this game's over. Dad? No, that's just a statue. Never mind.
Nice to meet you. I've been waiting.
Am I interrupting you stroking your pussy, cat?
And now you've acquired a most interesting power.
Oh look, it's the Velvet Room. I mean, it's the Cathedral of Shadows. I mean, I gotta stop doing this joke. I gotta stop doing this joke. It's gonna get old quickly. Yes, I'm very intriguing. I have special power no one else can match. I get it.
In the moments where your heart is most gripped by the book, I can reach out to you.
My name is Moore, and I am the humble author of the novel you've been reading.
You stand now in my study. Quite something, isn't it? A hall of wisdom, purpose-built for the research of certain powers. I call it academia. Alas, it's as much a prison as it is a library. His most merciful majesty saw fit to lock me in this place. Bears me a bit
wow, what a
honestly.
dick.
I no longer remember where in the kingdom my study actually lies. I never imagined my voice would reach beyond these walls. Until you appeared. And now, by whatever strange forces are afoot, I can speak directly to your mind. So, what would you say to an alliance?
This is way over my head. Not interested.
Sorry, not interested.
Oh, come now. I'm sure it will prove to be a very beneficial arrangement for you. There must be more you wish to know. For instance,
I love how my
the
choices are
nature of this
ignored.
fascinating power you've awakened to. I believe you have found a way to wield true magic. You need no petty conduit of mortal make. You can even change your appearance using the raw matter within. It is above all a mystic, long-hidden art, now the stuff of legend. What I have come to call archetypes.
Archetypes?
A spirit of heroic virtue. A transformative power that manifests only in those who embody the heroes and kings of old in some core aspect. Heroes of antiquity are often depicted as near mythic figures, with forms transcending the mortal. These accounts are no mere allegory, but truth. However, none of my records describe anyone wielding such power as freely as you. Perhaps you are meant for not just proficiency, but mastery. In their truest form, archetypes represent the power of a true hero. One who can drive away calamity and evil in this world, no matter its form. Indulge me this request, and I believe my dream may yet be possible. Together, we can restore the kingdom's ideals. I shall gladly provide you knowledge and assistance to master your newfound power. So what say you? Will you take my hand in friendship?
Not much choice, especially because you ignored me when I said not
Not
interested.
much choice.
The bargain is struck then.
The scholar in search of utopia, more. Within him dwells the virtue of the seeker. Nurture thy bond with him, and a new power yet slumbering within thee may awaken.
So, this is what passes for social links.
Now let's see
Interesting
what
fact,
nerves
there
do
only
I
appears
know
to be like eight ranks to these instead of a full 10. Bright Eye students allowed allows the party to change between archetypes once unlocked in academia, and I can now change other people to the secret archetype. You'll see this going on, but there's actually one thing I do like about this power system. there's a character with us who will not awaken naturally. He doesn't have an awakening in the same way most people aren't awakened to personas, but we can basically force him to take on one of ours. It's like giving someone a persona that isn't their natural persona with wildcard. It's actually very interesting. But this is the heroic embodiment of the Seeker from More. Followers. Strengthen your bonds with your followers will lead to unlocking various abilities that can change the shape of your journey. First of many, so keep an eye out. I'm pretty sure his is automatic. I haven't quite checked yet. I also think the one that gives us the mage is also automatic, but it's just me guessing. And I think those are like our core ones, so they make sure we all have a minimum of type of archetypes.
We'll meet again, I'm sure. Here's to our joined path, and the thrills that yet lie ahead.
I hope there's an early evil ending where we seize the throne for ourselves.
5 days remain.
I just hope there's an early evil ending where we can take the throne for ourselves and kill everyone and betray all of our friends. Kind of like there is in
Already
Persona
then?
5.
From here on, we travel in secret. If we're to get back into the capital, we'll have to do it undetected. So we'll cut through the forest, find the abandoned mine shaft in the mountain, and take the tunnel to the other side.
That way they'll never see us coming, huh?
Lad, you'll be our vanguard. It'll be a trial by fire, but the sooner you get used to that power, the better.
Speaking of,
Alright.
you were talking like you know something about it.
Not much. Just what I've picked up from missions in the early days. I've only heard it's a power found in those who walk a righteous path. Sounded like superstition to me, but everything's always clearer on the battlefield. Once I saw it in action, I could tell it was no fable. Never thought it'd come back to haunt me. Despite all my training and research, I never managed to master it myself.
Huh. It really is something special, then.
Don't forget, one wrong move and I'll cut you down.
I'm aware.
I'm watching you.
Yes, I get it. Just trust me, all right?
He really shouldn't be that afraid of
Let's
him.
check them out. This'll all be for nothing if we get lost.
I mean, if you think about it, we managed to... the whole reason he tried to sacrifice himself was if we couldn't hurt the human. Yes, I know.
That being
Through the
case,
mines, to the capital. I get it.
All right.
this
But, you know, we couldn't even scratch the human being, and I basically took it out by myself.
Don't let your guard down. Good.
And that thing killed like 100 soldiers.
The
Like,
Nord
it butchered
Mines,
an entire military
located
base.
northwest of Grand
And I
Canyon.
tore it
It
to
is
pieces.
resource-rich with magma crystals. Its proximity to the capital simplified crystal excavation, but the Sanctus Church's sudden proclamation of closure stopped work in its tracks. Exiting the forest, the party continues along the wooded road leading to the derelict mine.
Alright. What's the matter? Did your wounds reopen? I need you in fighting condition. No, I'm fine. It's just I can't help but feel we're being watched.
No.
We're this deep in the wilderness? Couldn't be. Sorry, I'm just on
Don't let
edge.
your guard
Looking for an
down.
opening to escape? Don't forget, I have my eye on you. Yeah, he couldn't... that thing took down an entire military base, and I tore it to pieces. So what if we're being watched? If anyone, if there's bandits or whatever, we can tear them limb from limb. Look, up in the air. Large burn some of his corvos. Stalks straight from the sky, then goes in for the ambush. What's up? We need another addition to our list of problems. Maybe we can hide and wait it out. No, we need to keep moving. Let me guess, you could move much faster if I died back there and you didn't need to keep an eye on me. Come on, have a little faith. Alright, should I? If you're trustworthy, then demonstrate it and don't fall behind.
It's all clear. Stop!
Wild dogs. Hunting packs, we should be careful. Can't give them the chance to surround us. Why do you hesitate, lad? It's just a pack of wild dogs begging with enormous notes for someone such as you. Really? You still don't get it. So be it. You really seems to need an impromptu lesson based on combat. Pay attention. The subject will allow few mistakes. Take a good look at your eyes. Consider this your first meeting. You're already familiar with them. Once you've accessed their strength, prepare your next move. If they're stronger, approach with caution. If they're weak, cut them down quickly. Size up the hounds. What do you make of it? It's stronger than me. You're letting your fear cloud your judgment. You slipped out a description on foot. You should hardly be a challenge. Yeah, so this is how you can instantly beat some enemies. I don't particularly like it. We're gonna do the we're just gonna do squad combat in this. Thank you. Thank you.
Stay focused. Trivial.
Still here?
Take this.
All right, victory is ours.
We can't get sloppy.
Let's clear.
So, like I said, I don't particularly like the live action combat in this game. I'm probably just going to ignore it.
Great! Reinforcements! Only one left. Finish them off and we're clear. More of them?
Good, it means I don't have to keep restarting the fight.
No more third breath.
That'll do it.
We won't lose.
Alright, there it is.
Let's do
Now
this.
we're getting a head start, right?
Wind. Stay
That
sharp.
one's down.
Keep it up.
We've got
Go on,
nothing to
finish
worry
the
about.
job.
Alright.
There's no way I'm stopping here.
I think we're in the clear.
Yeah. I don't really like the live action combat.
Got it.
Okay. Never drop your guard, even against a weaker foe. On the battlefield, the vulture's gonna turn on you in a moment. Alright, yeah, don't get ambushed. I get it. Fighting in dungeons. Yes, I get it. Thank you.
I'm counting on you.
No replacement for first-hand
That being
experience.
the case,
Let's push a little bit further, and we're gonna call it an episode.
Let's do this.
the first move's out.
They're no joke.
Seeker. Scour.
Take this. Go on, finish the job. Some battles are harder fought. They're down. Victory well earned.
I mean, I guess we'll go ahead and show it off just a little bit.
Cat. Let's push through.
Amazing! Great!
Come on. Cat.
I knew you could
Yeah, this is really stiff and unpleasant. I know you guys can't really tell, but that's not fun.
We won't lose this fight.
Right. Let's do
I won't
this.
hold back.
What happened to our igniters? Like, why can we not use the fire magic still?
No
I
more
guess it must have
third
gotten
breath.
broken, I assume.
That's over. We can relax for now.
I did learn something interesting when I was searching on Reddit about this game. If you get, like, each class has a maximum level of 20. If you get it to max and you keep leveling it up, you get items that basically serve like Grim Wars for your archetypes. And you get those if you keep leveling up the same one.
finish them off and we're clear.
Oh, come on!
Dodge their attack. Still got it.
Yeah, we got the unscathed bonus anyway.
I think I'm getting used to it. I'll strive for greater heights.
So we're ultimately going to stick with this. I think we're going to go into the mage archetype. We'll unlock it pretty soon. But I think we're going to go with that mostly. Alright, this has been The Count of Shadows. And remember, the shadows are your friends.